Oh my. You were with me the other day, and I hope you were. We saw all kinds of air conditioning duct work here, all kinds of flashing pieces and fittings and all that. There's hardly anything left. That tells me they were here today. Look at this. They've got lots of their boxes already stacked up, cleaned up. Most of the fittings, remember we saw a whole bundle of fittings over there, and they hardly have any piping left. This is the last little bit they have. Here they've got a few pieces, and remember that insulation they had from before? This is the insulation. It comes in a roll like this, see? And it's probably an inch thick, 3/4 of an inch thick or so, and then they wrap all their metal flashing fittings with that. And we're going to take a look now, see what they've done here. See, they've got a big duct that they've got connected there, but see, it's not connected there yet. And the reason why it's not connected there yet is because it looks like they maybe have on back order a big huge flashing T or Y or something, because I see there's another pipe here that's going to come off of this trunk line, okay, that goes over that way, and I don't see it anywhere. They probably back ordered it, or they forgot about it and they have to order it and get it. And here's the registers, okay, and I know they haven't hooked up any yet, but they've run their ducting for it, because this piece is gonna come up to here. We've got another. Here's another registers there. Here's the pipe that's under there. There's the elbow that fits on the bottom of there. There's the next piece that's there on the floor. Okay, and then there's an elbow. See, there's an elbow down there that gets connected up to that. And we'll just kind of check things out, because I know they probably got another day of work out here, fiddle-faddling around, and we'll get back up here. See here, they don't have it connected here. Here's their reducer that goes on there like that, and then that reducer, the elbow will fit on that, facing that way, and then this duct, they'll cut it and they'll extend it off of here. See how they've, I think I showed you that one before. They strapped it up with that cloth stuff, and they put one screw there, one screw there, one screw there, boom, boom, boom. Here's one of their dampers. I'm not quite sure where where that goes. Okay, and see, they've got the duct work there. See those big pipes? They're still waiting on some of their connections, but they've done all kinds of other stuff there where they've got everything teed, and they've insulated the different elbows there and stuff. And I'll show you more. See, here's the other elbow for that one. That's all ready. This they've got he's got it strapped up already. Okay, and that's how they do it. And we'll get you a good shot up here. See how they just kind of strap this along here, and then they'll cut this whatever length they need at the end after they fit everything in there. And then these elbows, they'll have to wrap those with that insulation stuff. That last bit of roll of insulation might be enough for all these elbows, but if not, they'll have to get some more or something. And but they got it looks like they got everything up to a point. You see how this fitting is right here? See how they covered it? Now, they didn't cover it all the way, did they? Look at that right there. That's metal. That's your fitting. If I was the inspector, I would not pass that. They should have wrapped a little bit more insulation around there. Sometimes these guys get a little cheesy, stingy with their insulation. Wrap a little bit more around there. and he's cut it in different pieces. You can see where he's got it here, cut there. He wrapped it around once. He did the same thing there. He could have taken the whole thing and just kept wrapping it, you know what I mean? See, here's just how the lines are going to look in there. I'm walking on the floor joists, the TJIs, and I want to be careful because I don't want to fall. So it looks like I said, they got another day. They've got another day out here, right? And look at that. Here's some more. There's some more not covered with insulation. See there? That's your pipe. That's your metal pipe. You don't want to leave it like that, because then in the winter you get cold air that can be transferred from your floor and go right into your pipe. And then in the summer, you can get the heat transfer going down in there to a certain extent. I mean, that's why there's a requirement of your insulation wrap. And this one here looks a little shy from where they have this piece connected into there. And so if I was them, I would wrap that a little bit better. Okay. And I see some other ducts over there. So it looks like they're getting there, aren't they? See, there's another cavity right there, right where that little triangle is. I can see metal, and maybe the foreman will check out his workers' handiwork and say, hey, we've got to get some more pieces, shove in there, and rework that area. Okay, that's what I would do if I was the guy in charge, but I'm not. But I'm showing you different things that you can look for on your own. Okay, and here they got a lot of zigzagging around here, don't they? But see, all the main trunk lines are coming from way down there. Get the main trunk, and then everything kind of veers off of here. And when the air conditioning guy figures all this out, the main guy, he's got to really figure it out, doesn't he? And see how that wrap is around there? He probably should have pulled out a little bit tighter, because see how tight that is right in there? That tells me that the insulation, the pink insulation inside this aluminum wrapping on the outside, see, this pink stuff isn't pulled over on the metal flashing, or I want to call it flashing, the metal fitting. See, this is a Y fitting, comes off of there, and it's probably a 9 or 10 inch, and then it reduces down to 8 inch or 7 inch. But the pink flashing, pink insulation is not folded over the top of that before they wrap that. So that little area right in there is suspect, and they could leave it if they just wrap some more of this brown insulation around that, a couple more twizzles around there, and that's what I would do. Okay, but again, I'm not the inspector. All right, but we just keep looking through here, and it looks like they're getting there, right? And I had seen a small pipe there, and they ran it. See, there's a register right there, that small one, and then it zips down. And then it goes this way, and then it ties into a Y there. So even though the trunk line's coming from this way, they should have put that Y up on that side so that it just came off and then went up to it. Instead, the air has to go to there, then it has to wrap around and do a 180 degree and then up to get to that register. So my guess is when they get air through that register, it's not going to be as much as it could have been had they have put that Y over here with the airflow going this direction, and then Y there, and then come up and then continue there without this Y over there. Does that make sense? And that's what I would have done. And maybe their Y had to reduce, and they had to put it there. Then they had to work backwards, and it was like, oh well, that's all we had. And yes, we could have done that had we have had the right parts, but we still made it work. Okay, with how they did it and how they went around the corner there. They kind of zipped it around to a certain extent. And when they put their straps, you just have to kind of be careful when you put your strapping material on there, not pull it too tight, because see, he's pulled it really tight right there. Look at that. And it almost looks like it's indented right into that aluminum foil on the outside, or if it's not, it's pushed it so tight that instead of the duct being 9 inches all the way through here, or 10 inches all the way through, right at that point it's like somebody squeezed it, and so it has to go from 10 inches through a 9-inch hole or an 8.5-inch hole back over to a 9-inch before it reduces, you know, on a Y to get over to here and to get over to this one. Does that make sense? So, you know, you just have to not overdo it when you wrap this stuff. Okay, because remember that inside piece, it's just plastic with the metal spiral in it, and that's where your duct is. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can reach it or not. Maybe. Let's just see in here. See this? See this here? This is just plastic, okay? And it's got this metal round piece that just zips and spirals through there. And if I wanted to, I could almost poke my finger through there or something. And so this is very flexible. So when you start tying your strapping around there, you just have to be careful not to get it too tight. You see what I mean? Or you're just pinching that plastic inside. And that's what it looked like they've done over there. You know, right at that point, right in there. Okay. All right. I think that's about all I've got. For all this, see here, you see the reducer piece. It's hard to see. There's a reducer down there, the elbow. The reducer goes from 7-inch to 8-inch elbow, and then that is going to connect onto that 8-inch elbow, because they can't just connect that into this because it's the wrong size. Plus, it looks like they like to use those elbows so that they can run this and hook it in from the side instead of zipping up and having the pipe come straight up from the bottom and then strapping it on there. Easier to strap it onto that and duct tape it and wrap it and all that. It seems as though they have to extend these boxes anyways with the reducer and stuff. So that's why they did that. Oh, here's one of those fittings right here, and that's for that black pipe material. Look at that. It almost looks like a sprinkler, a drip irrigation sprinkler fitting, and it's that black piping for the gas line, I believe. You know, it's just a piece that they left here. That's not for the water. Well, you know what? It could. I'm sorry. It could be for the water lines. Could be for the water lines, because those fittings are black. I see where the elbow comes up. The white pipe comes here, and then there's a black piece, and then it comes up, and that's got to be what that's for. See, okay, and let's just see there. And that's something, and they have. I'd like to see how the plumbers take a special fitting, and clamp those on and put them on there. You know, for all their elbows and their T's and all that kind of stuff. Okay, well, I think that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. I'm enjoying this, and I hope you are too. Next time, I don't know exactly what I'll talk about. We'll check out, but but I know there's 3 different things I want to talk about, and I'll talk to you about that some other time. One will be handicap issues, one will be fire sprinkler issues, and oh man, there was one other one. I'll think about it, but there's 3 things I wanted to discuss. What was it now? Handicap issues, sprinkler issues. Oh, well, it'll come to me. It'll come to me, and I'll talk about those on some other videos. But for me, it's time to get home. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Okay, just keep watching, and I'll talk to you more about other things. I'm gonna be putting a video together right behind this one that we're gonna now talk about the air conditioning, because I see that they've got more ducting in here that they've run, and I'm gonna make another video of that. So if you want to watch that, stick around and check her out.